Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. TLC. Tables, ladders, and chairs. We weren't Rocky. We weren't Hunter. We weren't Austin. But we were going to give them all a run for their money.
What an amazing display. This is unbelievable, JR.
We knew we weren't the main event, but we were going to do everything in our power to steal the show.
Oh, my God.
That was the attitude of the talent involved, and the audience expected more every time they got into the ring.
I don't think I've ever seen anything in my life like we have just witnessed.
Now we have to top what we already did, and that was a struggle.
High above the ring. Oh, no.
You're literally trusting each other with each other's lives.
This rivalry has just escalated into a war.
When two legends collide, their rivalry stays pinned in our minds forever. This is where we break down the legendary stories behind the greatest rivalries of all time. I'm Freddie Prinze Jr., and this is WWE Rivals.
Today we're going to talk about Edge and Christian. We're going to talk about the Hardy Boys, and we're going to bring in a third group, the Dudley Boys. We're in a time where Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker, these are the top dogs. Tag team wrestling didn't always get the love that the singles would get.
You know, you talked about Stone Cold and The Rock. How do you make a name for yourself as a couple of kids out of the Carolinas and you come along as a tag team? And they figured it out.
We're talking about them 20 years later still. And we remember a lot of the moments in those matches like they happened yesterday.
The Dudley Boys had their own particular style. They're more gritty, hard-nosed, hardcore. The Hardy Boys are more high flyers. Edge and Christian kind of dabble in both. So I felt like they were a perfect mesh for each other.
And what an exciting young tag team. Edge and Christian set for action here tonight on SmackDown.
We met in the 6th grade, and we both discovered that we loved wrestling. We lived together in college. I started training for wrestling. He started training about a year and a half later. We've just always followed this path.
We welcome you to WWF Raw.
When we got to WWE and we were teaming, we were kind of keeping our head above water because we're trying to figure out all of this thing that goes into it. Because you think getting there is the big step, but it's really not. It's succeeding once you get there.
And if you were going to stand out, you had to do something really impressive because you have never seen so much talent on a roster performing at such a high level at the same time.
And then we stumbled into the Hardy Boys.
From Pembroke, North Carolina, that is Jeff, the Hardy Boy.
Matt and I did pretty much train ourselves just by, studying the television. There's no stronger passion than like when you're doing something and wanting to make it to the big leagues.
Well, we've got 4 of the greatest young athletes anywhere in the World Wrestling Federation in the ring right now. I got a feeling this match is going to be very quick-paced. These guys are insane. They'll do anything.
And once we stumbled into the Hardys, all 4 of us had the same mindset. We wanted everyone's jaws to drop. And we were able to sneak in this back door and start trying to do some things and push some boundaries that hadn't been pushed up till that point. And we were all fans of the first golden era of tag team wrestling. The Bulldogs, the Hart Foundation, the Rockers, Demolition, LOD. Man, that was stacked. And we thought, maybe, just maybe, if we get rocking here a little bit, maybe we can get some spotlight put on the tag team wrestling too.
Oh my God! What a senton bomb!
And that was really fun and exciting to be a part of. It felt like kind of on the ground floor of the rebirth of tag team wrestling.
The Hardys and Edge and Christian already had an amazing rivalry, and it was building and building, and then all of a sudden you find out they're going to have a 5-match series, and that series took them both to the next level.
Well, these two teams can go get it, and this will be a tremendous matchup here on SmackDown.
The Best of 5 series was our idea, and we had pitched it, the 4 of us, culminating in a ladder match. That's what we wanted the last match to be.
This time I'ma stand up and way, it's my way or the highway. This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way, it's my way or the highway. Check out my melody. Check out my melody. Check out my melody. Just one more fight about a lot of things, and I will give up everything to be on my own again, free again. Yeah, this time I'ma let it all come out.
The car drove through the hurricane to Tampa, where I got a flight here to Cleveland, landed at 4 p.m., ran down the hallway, and the other 3 guards were in this hallway, you know, talking about the match. And so I joined a sweaty mess, and we started talking and putting that thing together.
This is the first tag team ladder match in history.
The way a ladder match works is simple. You have to climb the ladder and get the prize. In this case, the prize was $100,000.
Jeff Hardy and I had gotten into a tug of war with the ladders, and the people started going, oh, whoa, whoa. And then when I ran him back into the corner and I trapped him in the corner with the ladder,
Oh, man.
that got the first pop.
What's he gonna do now? What are they doing here? Oh, drop kick.
And I heard the reaction. I was like, ooh, I've never heard that before for our matches. This is going to get interesting, because if they think that's something, we got a lot more in store.
I got a feeling we're going to see it all in this match, JR. These guys are going to do everything in their power to get that money.
We knew these guys well. We knew they were very talented. But all of a sudden, you found out these guys were daredevils that were incredibly creative and can do these things that nobody else could do.
There was absolutely no fear in anyone involved. That willingness really helped set them apart, make them different.
Felt like we were kind of changing the direction of tag team wrestling, and other teams, you know, if they wanted to hang with us, they had to step up their games.
When the ladder came into play, man, there wasn't no stopping us, man. We knew we were always pretty talented at it, and we were really creative. We could do more than just wrestle, and we were a lot better at doing gimmick matches than just regular matches.
But my favorite was the seesaw spot.
Look at this! Oh! What the heck?
Jeff climbs up, grabs this bag of loot, and then, in celebration, lets go and lands on his head almost.
God almighty! The Hardys have won the match!
The crowd goes silent, then goes bananas.
What an amazing display! Amazing effort! Christian and Edge have nothing to be ashamed of. What a magnificent effort by those two.
We'd never received a standing ovation before, and then that wasn't really a thing.
Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets. We danced like a marionette, swaying to the symphony of destruction. Acting like a robot. Its metal brain corrodes. You try to take us balls before the head explodes. 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 Just like the Pied Piper.
It's the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. This is WrestleMania.
We knew, just from watching what we had done with the Hardys and watching what the Hardys had done with the Dudleys, it was going to be violent, but it was going to be something people didn't forget.
Tonight, the Dudley boys take WrestleMania to a whole new level.
The tag team titles were hung above the ring, and whatever team was able to climb the ladder and retrieve those titles would be declared the winner.
Can the Dudleys prevail in the first ever triangle ladder match?
We were all going out there with the same goal in mind, and that was we knew we weren't the main event, but we were going to do everything in our power to steal the show.
You know, but it's just a little bit of luck and, you know, a little bit of skill and a little bit of everything rolled into one, and hopefully we can make it through there in one piece.
This should be an amazing offensive display. You can expect some high-risk maneuvers like we've never seen before.
It's competitive. You know, that locker room, everybody's pushing each other to have the best match of the night because you knew, okay, they're going to tear it up, they're going to tear it up. Okay, we better tear it up.
This is some unbelievable.
The reason you breathe, or remind the reason you cry.
The element of trust that you have to have with each other, that's a bond. You're literally trusting each other with each other's lives at this point when you're doing stuff like this.
I love each and every one of those guys, and there's no way in hell that I have done that with anyone else. I'm grateful each and every day for that.
Without the rivalries that we have, the individual characters are great, but that's what actually completes it, and that's actually what people want to see.
Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
We are all equals in these matches. And that's why it was really important for myself and Devon at the Hall of Fame to share the moment with all three teams.
I know we're proud of the TLC matches. I know the fans love the TLC matches. They're always talking about them. So Edge and Christian, if you'd come back out here, and Matt and Jeff, if you'd come on up here.
I really believe that's the last time fans would ever have an opportunity to see those six men standing together.
It's the six of us that created our history together. We wanted to acknowledge our fellow warriors because without these four guys, these two guys would not have been as over and standing here today. So thank you very much.
I wanted this to be a Hall of Fame moment for all three teams.
Us, along with the Dudleys and the Hardys, we made each other. And it was pretty huge for us, and real honor to do that. These guys deserve it. They are legitimately the most decorated tag team in the history of the business, and, you know, I'm just glad that we got to be a small part of that.